We go, Prosecco Docimocco volley, Conegliano serving to Dentro Praia Clube, and we are underway. And the first point goes to Conegliano, but we're wondering if there's a touch here. And I think there is a touch on the block. And so we're going to have a challenge. I don't know if there's a touch on the block yet, but I know we're going to have a challenge. We're looking at Sofia Kuznetsova, the 25-year-old Russian who was the MVP of the Brazilian Cup. Dentro Praia wins the challenge, or do they? But they are ready to serve. Conegliano comes into this game with a 20-0 record. Have not lost yet this season in the Italian League, in Italian Cup, in Super League, and they haven't lost anything. They haven't lost in Champions League. They're 20-0. So, first point did go to the Brazilian side. De Janeiro bumps it up to the net. Couldn't get much on the attack. And a quick point again for Dentro Praia Clube. And Marcos Miranda's team is off to a pretty good start here. It's early on, of course, early days. Looking at Monica De Janeiro, the 37-year-old Italian middle block, or at least a libero. Very often mistake a libero for a middle blocker. You get the idea. Denizia, the captain, sends the serve at Zhu Ting. Here's Hawk, and she finds the ground. So that was an important point for Conegliano. As Asha Volleyball goes back to serve. Best setter at the Club World Championships on 3 different occasions. She's in her 8th season with Conegliano. Look at her, she's just assessing the scene. 1 serving 2 early on as we go to 25 in this match. 5 setter, of course, if we need it. It's going to be a free ball over. The block is there. Zhu Ting climbing the ladder. Actually, it was Gabby who came up with it. So Gabby, the Brazilian, playing against the Brazilian team. Voash. From well off the net, nicely struck by Kuznetsova. American Naya Reid, she's from Cleveland. She was an All-American at Penn State. Oh, and she's dropped it in for an ace right at the feet of Monica De Janeiro. I don't know if she didn't see it or it just kind of dropped out of her sight. Middle attack, Sarah Farr gets it done. Voash sets her up for the quick one. Here is Gabby. Her first season from Conegliano, played in Turkey at Vakifbank last year. Kuznetsova, and that's just too hot to handle. Kuznetsova was the best outside hitter at the South American Club Championships last February. That's the tournament where this team qualified for these Club Worlds. Zhu Ting, she's got her whole own fan club here. Twice Zhu Ting has been the MVP of these Club World Championships. Here's Sarah Farr. Well, the one thing I will say is Dentro Praia is really hitting the ball hard. 6 serving 4. Early days, opening set. Speaking of sets, that was a good one from Volleyball and a nice, clever little tip from Xu Ting. She brings some real height to the table, as does Isabel Haak, the Swede. Stands 1.96 m, 6'5", MVP of the Champions League last year. And this isn't going to count. Not sure why we need a reserve, but we need a reserve. Good block, recycled. Here they come again. This time it's block and out. Peyton Caffrey brings the goods. Caffrey's an American out of Florida. Back to serve, Macri, the setter. 7 times named the best setter in the Brazilian Superliga. Haak from the back row. And there's no touch on this block on from Caffrey. Santarelli continues to watch the other side of the net, suss out the situation. Xu Ting. And we got a net violation, I think. Well, encroachment being called on the Brazilian side. So the second ball was judged, the setter was judged to be over top of the net playing the ball from the back row. Xu Ting. And again, they go block out. Peyton Caffrey was the best outside hitter in the Greek League a couple years back. Also the MVP of the Puerto Rican League a couple years back. Volleyball with a pancake dig, trying to get it somewhere for Gabby to do something with it. She couldn't. Conegliano finds itself down by a couple of points. They come into this match on a 20-game winning streak this year. Of course, won the championship last year. And that is tooled off of the block by Gabby. th edition of the Club World Championships. It was the Turkish side, Eczacıbaşı, that won last year's title, beating Vakıfbank 3-2 in the final. This is going to be a free ball over, a chance for Conegliano. Oh, but it's tight. Volleyball was in the front row, though, so that's why she got away with that one. And they just keep on firing. Adenizia. She will celebrate her 38th birthday this week. Many awards for her. Best blocker in both the Brazilian and the Italian league. Gabby. That's a power tip, if you will. Here's Haak. And as great opposites do, she gets them out of a jam. Now Volleyball is setting from the back row. I'm impressed, though. Really impressed by Dente Praia and the way they're playing. Holding a 2-point lead on Daniele Santarelli's powerhouse team from Italy, which hasn't lost all year. Great dig. This is tight, but again, off the fingertips of the blocker, and a big point scored by the Brazilian side. Kuznetsova getting it done. Nia Reed. And that ball is going to be point scored, Conegliano. Gabby, best outside hitter, best receiver, and best spiker, all at the Paris Olympic Games this year playing for Brazil. And her feat's legendary. They know her on the other side, but boy, this team has really come to play against this team from Italy. Well, you knew from the moment of contact that Kuznetsova serve was not going over. Sarah Farr, the middle blocker. Targeting Kuznetsova. The block is there. Be pushed over, free ball, chance Conegliano to get within one. Oh, they might not be so easy. And eventually Hawk wins the point after Conegliano had to scramble. And somehow, look at this. Reed just couldn't pick it up. So Sarah Farr back to serve again. Now her team is drawn within one. Bowash bumps set for Zhu. Zhu Ting comes again. Another free ball chance, Conegliano. The pass was no good, and Vowash just leaves it. And Daniele Santarelli says that was beautiful. So I don't know if Asha knew she wasn't going to be able to play that, but it was a pretty good sight job. 13-13, still Sarah Farr serving. At Kuznetsova, has trouble. All she can do is set it over the net. They come through the middle. And that is rattled off the hands by Peyton Caffrey. Peyton Caffrey has really used her passport. She's played in Israel and Puerto Rico, in Greece, in Turkey, and even in the US in Vegas. Oh, that's going to be kept alive. It went off either the shoulder or the head of Zhu Ting. Back comes Dente Praia again. Hawk with a solo block. They come again. Picked up by Vowash. That means De Gennaro's got to set it. And Hawk's got a tip. And Conegliano is back all square again. She is so impressive. Also the MVP of the Italian League last year was Isabel Hawk, and the Champions League. And she also won that honor in the Club Worlds a couple years back. De Gennaro picks that one up. This is going to be an out-of-system ball sent over. And that free ball chance taken advantage of by Atenetsia. That's what the captain will do when you get a free ball like that. Conegliano's going to have to work awfully hard here. They thought there was going to be any other way to victory. And good job by Cercella to get out of the way. Zhuting, her own fan club in attendance. Waiting for that whistle. There it comes. 15-15 opening set to 25. Best 3 out of 5. Conegliano's last 4 matches were won in a sweep. And they have found a way to win matches in sweeps all season long. 14 of their 20 wins have come in sweeps. How amazing is that? And that a system attack coming from Zhuting. Oh, beautiful. And who set that? Was that Hawk? I think it might have been, or it might have been Far. We're not going to get to see it, but it was nicely done. And Asha Vowash celebrated it as loud as anyone. 2-point lead, Conegliano. Timeout call.
Okay? Oh, it's okay. But it's a set. We have to put them. The set make the difference. It's okay? Come on. Tranquilidade. Fazer o side out. Ó, estamos tocando as bolas, estamos criando a possibilidade sempre de contra-ataque positivo. A resposta nossa é na virada de bola, tá? É no side out. Aí que a gente precisa. Vambora.
Get back to doing what we were doing before, I think, says Marcos Miranda, the head coach of Dentil Praia. Team with a 17-3 record. So both of these sides have played 20 games. Dentil Praia only 3 losses. Conegliano, no losses. Kuznetsova, that's a nice dig. Gabby can't finish. Kuznetsova again shut down through the middle by Cercella, who was ready with that solo block and shuts down Adanizia. Now the lead grows to 3. This is what Conegliano does. You come up with a game plan, you think you have them figured out for a while, and they find a way. It's not over yet, though, this opening set. That ball is out. There is no touch after the swing from Nia Reed. Most of Coach Miranda's team is either in its first or second season with this Dentil Praia side. Oh, Zhuting, what a great dig! But then Nia Reed comes right back on the over bump and nails it down. De Gennaro with a good pass. Vowash with a good set, and then the blocking is even better as it shuts down the attack from Gabby. Adanizia with a monster block. Just a 2-point game now. This could be a huge point if Praia could get it, but Gabby has other ideas. Absolutely rockets that off the fingertips. It's even a bit tight to the net, but what a swing she has. Just windmills it up, rockets it down. Cristina Cercella, 30-year-old Italian middle blocker, First season with the team after a decade at Novara. And Naya Reid brings the hammer to the party. That's kind of what the view that the referee might see. And then Itzia Silva says, "Where's the ball? I'm ready for it." Targeting Gabby. Here's Haak with a tip. Oh, it's a clever little tip from Bella Haak. Everyone thinks she's going full power, and she unveils a tiny little tip. Vawash. Good coverage. And nice heater from Kuznetsova. Conegliano's lead back down to 2. Oh, Reid's serve is a little too hot to handle. Well, a little too hot, put it that way. Kuznetsova misses the touch and puts it out. And all of a sudden, Conegliano is on the verge. Let's see how close this is. Somewhat close. Shooting from nowhere, just unloads. She had to get her swing so fast. It wasn't really at full height. Set point, Conegliano, they're up by 5. Seems like it's been a lot tighter than that. And the lead is down to 4 as Naya Reid comes through with a good one. Reid was the best opposite in the Brazilian Super League a couple years ago. And a rocket shot will finish it off for Haak. Wow, an impressive opening set. It was in jeopardy for quite a while for Conegliano, but when all is said and done, the champs finish it off pretty impressively. 25-20 in the end. If you're Dentil Praia Clube, you're like, what can we do better? They did a lot of things right in that opening set. Marco Miranda's team will try to do them just a little bit better again in the set. Well, you might have looked away from the screen for a moment, but the biggest number that absolutely caught my eye was Conegliano scores 8 points on opponent error. Dento Praia gets none. No error points given up by Daniele Santarelli's team. How does that happen? What a season they had last year, Conegliano. It was Daniele Santarelli's 7th season with the team. They won everything. The Champions League, the Italian Cup, the Super Cup, and of course, the Italian Superliga, the Liga Pallavolo Femminile. Can they win the Club World Championships this year in the middle of their Italian League season? That's the question. Here we go, set number 2. Dento Praia already on the court, ready to go. I don't know if I see any changes. Nope, same roster out for both teams that began the game. Isabel Haak has 7 points to lead her team, and Sofia Kuznetsova has 7 points to lead her team. These teams are part of Pool B, along with the Red Rockets from Japan and LP Bank from Vietnam. And let's go, second set. Second match of the tournament. The back set from Vowash into the wheelhouse of Tipchela on the backslide. And Kuznetsova bringing the heat again to start the second set as she did in the first. Careful, coach. Churchella just about sank into the floor on that one. Captain Venezia Silva, soon to be 38-year-old, puts the serve right at Di Gennaro. Hawk with a big swing. That one's out. Good call by Conegliano. The blocking shining for Conegliano. That was far. Far's the veteran, one of the veterans on the team, certainly in her 5th season with Conegliano. Vowash, though, has the most time put in here, 8 seasons with the team, and she has just counted an ace. So Joanna Vowash gets in on the scoring herself. That's our 3rd ace of the match. First for Conegliano. Memory serves. Oh, good reaction by Vowash. Another up, another, Gabby keeps it up, pushed over by Hawk. They come again, Praia. And finally it's gonna fall on the Conegliano side. Not for a lack of trying of the team in yellow. And a little smile there from Asha Vowash. Her team did just about everything right. But in the end, it was Praia that got the job done. Gabby. Oh, another one-arm pickup from Hawk. Here's Gabby again. And almost a pancake dig from Kuznetsova, but it drops. Well, she is pretty consistent, is Kuznetsova. Leads all scorers in the match with 9 points, all on attack. Let's see what she can do from the baseline. 25-year-old Russian. Speed is good. That part she'd like. Sarah Farr, this is a good rotation for Conegliano. They pile up a bunch of points with her back here in that opening set. Back row attack from Reed, and it touches somebody on the way, and it's a point for Praia. As Netanya, the libero, makes her way to the bench. Yeah, that's in. Carol Gattaz sending it at Zhu Ting. And that is just a rocket shot from Hawk. Conegliano's not a team that is afraid to go to its bench. It's a little bit of a different looking lineup that we're seeing today from the lineup we saw last week in the Italian League. And we might see a different lineup in their next game in the tournament, as Circella, the middle, gets a chance to swing and makes no mistake. Sorry, gets a chance to block and makes no mistake. Beautifully done by the middle off of Caffrey. 8 serving 4 in this second set, and Bella Hawk just about took her teammate's head off there. Good job to react. Hawk with some height, kept alive. Praia, and they miss on the attack, and there's another point scored for Conegliano. Back into the hands of Zhu Ting. Part of this international cast of stars on Conegliano. And they shut down another one of the internationals, Gabby and Circella. I think Gabby got all of this, though. She was by herself, really. Circella was coming over, but 10-5, Conegliano, timeout call, Marcos Miranda.
Tendência da bola voltar para baixo, ela se torna maior, mesmo que a gente pegue alto. Então a gente precisa ter alguém ali embaixo e as outras sobrando na bola mais alta, na consciência do ataque, tá? Ok? Vira. Breathe.
All right, Zhu Ting says, let's go, let's rock and roll. She's got so much height, she doesn't really have to jump. Oh, did Asha Vowash get this block? I think she did. Waits until the exact perfect moment to shut down Nia Reed. And it's an ace for Zhu Ting. They are bringing it from everyone. First we get a big block from Vowash. Get an ace serve from Zhu. Had some big points from Gabby. We've had Circella has got in on the action. We've had a whole slew of cast of many. Caffrey's serve picked up by Lukashik, who's just come out onto the floor. Gabby, cross court, comes with thunder. I beg your pardon, I thought I saw Lukashik on the floor, but no, that was just the number 11 of Hack folded up a little bit. 13-6. Christina Cercella. And the call is out, and the call is right. But Conegliano, again, has built up itself a nice little cushion here, ahead by 6. Maybe 7 serving 13. That was how much it was out by, not that much. Nye Reid, the 28-year-old American. I beg your pardon, that was Adenicia, the 38-year-old Brazilian. Conegliano, though, a quick side out, putting the ball back in the hands of their leader and setter. Oh, nicely done by Reid. So close was far to coming up with that. Kept alive by Reid. It's going to drop in front of Natinya and Kuznetsova. After all of that work was done, they couldn't decide whose last ball it was going to be. That's tough. That's really tough. Here's Gabby. Kuznetsova comes and delivers. Is Gabby the target? That's what the cameraman thinks. Ends up going at Di Gennaro. Gabby, or at least Zhu Ting, gets to swing at it and delivers the payload. Nice little fake there by Farr. She goes for it entirely. Doesn't bail out halfway through. That was an important point for Praia. Santarelli didn't like it, as you might expect. Well, these teams will both play the other two teams in the pool, Red Rockets and LP Bank from Vietnam, Red Rockets from Kawasaki in Japan. Zhu Ting makes something out of nothing. And her teammates love it, and her cheering section loves it. And of course, we got another pool as well. Pool A with Milano from Italy, Minas from Brazil, Tianjin, the host team, and Zamalek, the African champions from Egypt. Top two teams. And a little setter dump from Macri pays off. Top two teams in each of the pools will play the top two teams in the other pool in the semifinals. Crossover, of course. Macris sends it at Gabby. And there's Far, on, or at least Chirchella on the backslide play. You want to give the high fives. You just don't want to get accidentally slapped in the face. 18 serving 11. Conegliano is fully in the driver's seat here. Vowash, jump set. Gabby, no, Doug. Macri sets it for Kuznetsova, who sneaks one in. Doesn't have to be hard. It just has to be well placed. That was actually Caffrey who dropped that one down. There she is, Peyton Caffrey. In her first season with Praia. Back row swing from Hawk. Off the touch, 19-12, Conegliano. Gotta think there might be a timeout coming soon. Absolutely delivers the goods. Oh, great dig from Zhu. Hawk from behind the attack line, and she is shut down, as you might have expected. Adenizia involved in that one. See what the captain can bring from the baseline. 13 serving 19 here in the second set. Sarah Farr, the member of the Olympic gold medal winning team from Italy. A lot of Olympians in this tournament. Vowash the serve off the top of the net. She finds the middle and finds Farr, who hammers it home. Look at this set from Vowash. Everything in you thinks she's going to go over to the outside hitter, and she delivers it to the middle. And it's starting to unravel just a little bit here for Dentil Praia. Now they've called the timeout. Down by 9, second set. And even if they don't think they're going to win the set, they're going to want to be better in the third.
Tanto com as bolas que estão saindo aqui nas defesas daqui, quanto as bolas que estão saindo ali, tá? Para dar condição do atacante ter mais condição de poder estar ali elaborando o ataque, tá certo? Sabe? Vambora. Voltamos pro jogo. Sai dando. Vamos pro jogo. Vamos lá. Olha o Luiz. Vai.
Well, it's certainly a talented group on the Dentil Praia side, but it's not the group that has the kind of international experience that you see on the Conegliano side, where someone like Monica Di Gennaro has played over 300 games for her national team. And the blocking is there. Hack and Farr. Now remember how close the first set was? Dentil Praia just kept getting their nose ahead for the first, well over the first half of the set. And then finally Conegliano went on a bit of a run and never looked back, and haven't looked back yet. And there's no touch. Oh, there is a touch here. Carol Gattaz has confirmed it. And the referee has now confirmed it. And that point will come off the board for Conegliano. It'll be 14 serving 23. Monique in at opposite. Best opposite at the South American Championships on 2 different occasions. She'd led last year's South American Championships in scoring, Monique. Zhu Ting from the back row. That pipe attack is covered, and the point is scored for Praia. Conegliano stuck at 23. Juliana again. Hawk tries a tip. Good self-coverage. And Gabby, she does not let up. Almost never see her tipping. She's just always swinging for the fences. Set point, Conegliano. They've got 9 of them to work with. Gabby's serve. And that's going to do it for set number 2. It's a 10-point win for Conegliano. And here's how it ends. Far doing a good job getting out of the way. Fowash just trying to push the ball back. And they are going to challenge this. I think the challenge has already happened and has gone the way of Conegliano. So it took them 21 minutes to win the first set, just 19 here to win the second. They are already 2/3 of the way home. And let's see if Dentil Praia can come up with some kind of an answer here in this third set to extend the match. Well, the blocking for Conegliano has been outstanding. You're going to see the numbers that come up in a minute that will back that up. Praia actually has one more attack point. You'll also see that in a moment when the numbers pop up. Praia did manage to score 3 points on opponent error in that set, which they could not do in the opener. So in this match, Conegliano has given up 3 points on opponent errors. Prosecco Doki Moko Conegliano. Serving has been excellent, as required. Blocking numbers 7-1, as alluded to. Opponent errors, well, they have 12-3, we have 13-3, but you get the idea. And the one attack point more for Praia, but they've got work to do if they want to get back in this match. Isabel Hawk leads her team in scoring. Zhu Ting has 8 points. Hawk has 10. Kuznetsova leads all scorers with 11 points. There's the Zhu Ting fan club. Ting, well known, of course, in China. He's the captain of the national team. Chinese team win gold at the Olympic Games in Rio in 2016. She was born in Hainan province. Stands 1.98 m, does Zhu Ting. 6'6". But it's not just the size, it's the athleticism, it's the whole package. Johanna Wołaś, 34-year-old from Poland. So many awards for her. Best setter at the Club World Championships, not once, not twice, 3 times. Best setter at the Champions League on 5 different occasions. We're underway, 3rd set. Will it be the final set? Dento Praia trying to come up with some answers here. Here's Gabby. And that's going to get point number 1 scored for Conegliano. Good comeback point for Praia. You know, the relationship, the coach-athlete relationship between Asha Wołaś and Daniele Santarelli, they've worked together for so long. She keeps coming back to play for the team. He keeps coming back to coach the team, and they keep piecing together victory after victory, season after season. 6 consecutive Italian League titles. I remember interviewing Daniele Santarelli at the World Championship when his team, the team he was coaching, which was Serbia at the time, was playing against Poland, and asked him about the setter on the other team, and he's like, oh, who is it again? I can't remember. Just kind of cheeky. As Zhu Ting helps her team score another point at the end of that rally. But obviously, coach new athlete well. And this athlete is known well by the fans in attendance, and they're absolutely thrilled for Zhu Ting's success. Reed is dug. Here's Zhu with the tip. Nice pickup from Makri. Kuznetsova picked up by Zhu Ting. De Janeiro with the bump set. Try it again, this time behind her, and Zhu gets it done. And Santarelli, all he can do is clap his hands. Nice finish. There's how it ends. Too bad that's all we can show you the last point, because there were so many good moments in that rally. 4-1 Conegliano. How did that happen? Well, that's a good point scored for Praia. So Praia did bring Gabby Martins Silva, the other Gabby in the game, in to start this set. And there's the rocket through the middle and Sarah Farr. Praia also changed out Hazmilka Marsilia in that middle blocker. So yeah, trying to change some things. And there it is, Milka, the backslide play. Three serving 5, the ball in the hands of Sofia Kuznetsova, the match's leading scorer. Best outside hitter in the Brazilian Superliga last season. Has she nailed an ace? No, she's missed the court by not too much, but the ever-present tablet for Coach Santarelli. Isabel Ha. All of those awards to her name. And the rocket launch. Kuznetsova. She's not the tallest player out on the floor. Not the smallest either, of course, but got some really good hops and hits the ball really hard. Here is Milka Marsilia, 30-year-old Brazilian. She's played most of her career in Brazil, but spent 1 year in La Cannes in France. This is a free ball chance for Conegliano to make it a 3-point lead. And chance taken, backslide play, delivered, Cercella scoring. You just don't know where Vowash is going because she doesn't give anything away. Thus the solo block attempt. Zhu Ting, 7 serving 4. No touch here. 4-point cushion, Conegliano. And a challenge has been asked for by Dentil Praia. I don't think anyone on Conegliano has fessed up, so probably either not a block touch or they just want to break. The Volleyball Nations League last year, we had the green card award at the end of the season. The team with the most green cards got a nice prize money, prize award. For this would be an occasion when you'd get a green card if you knew you touched it. Let's see, is there a block touch? I don't think so. I think it went right through the wickets. Right through the wickets of Cristina Cercella. But maybe for Dentil Praia Clube, they've halted the momentum a little bit. Let's see what Zhu Ting can do here. She gets it over, that's the key. And the blocking of Gabby this time comes through. The blocking numbers, really important. 8 block points to 1 now in favor of Conegliano. And a 9-4 score, and there's not too many levers that Coach Marco Miranda has to push and to pull. He is just hoping that this crew out on the floor can get something done like Gabby did right there. Macris back to serve and set, the 35-year-old best setter at the Club World Championships back in 2018. And that one goes block out, and Haya Reid upset with herself, but it wasn't a bad play at all. Oh, good dig. So that's going to be an out-of-system attack. Picked up by Cercella. Pushed over by Gabby. They come again. Praia. Now Zhu ready with the dig. The hard set push over by Gabby. We're still going, folks. Vowash, middle attack. And Cercella gets the final finish on the long point, or was it Sarah Farr? It was Sarah Farr, beg your pardon. Right in the middle of that rally, Zhu Ting had a really nice dig.
Passe saindo ali na P3, na zona 2. Tá jogando, estão abrindo, tá jogando todo mundo no mano a mano. Então vem as três chamando, vem chamando para receber. Tá certo? Tá bom? Vamos lá, segura o jogo aqui agora, vamos fazer o nosso tempo de novo. A gente segurar, segura aqui.
There are 8 teams in this tournament. Play all 4 teams in the given pool will play each other. Conegliano's next game will be against the team from Vietnam, LP Bank Ninh Binh, which means that Praya's next game will be against Japan's Red Rockets. Oh, sneak it down, Caffrey. She does. Farr almost found it. Look, she reaches behind herself. Trying to pop that one back up. 6 serving 11. Peyton Caffrey, former Florida State Seminole. And that one is in, says Conegliano. Does the referee agree? I think he does. Good rotation for Conegliano with Vowash in the back. Well, that was beautiful. Gabby, wow. That is something to behold. So much power. Last 2 points have been scored by people named Gabby. Here's Kuznetsova, and she scores the point, so we'll end the Gabby streak. In fact, the other Gabby has gone back out of the game. And now Nia Reed is heading out. Looks like we might have a double switch happening. Into the game comes Monique, the opposite. And into the game comes Juliana, the setter, and there she is. Juliana, 32-year-old Brazilian setter, her first season with the club from Brasilia Volley. Juliana Carrillo. Middle attack, covered, blocked, kept alive, good play. And then the blocking again, Farr and Zhu Ting together. And it looks like Zhu got most of it. Oh no, I think Farr got most of it. Farr got the block point, in fact. 14 serving 8. Third set. Conegliano won the first 2. Some more substitutions. Are they reversing the double? Nope. Kuznetsova coming out of the game. Priscilla coming into the game. This is Priscilla Sousa, 37-year-old Brazilian outside hitter. She came over from the arch rivals Guirdalminos. The blocking for Conegliano is just lights out. That is now 10 block points to 1 for the team in yellow against the team in black. And Hawk is going to get a bit of a breather. And a double switch happening the other way as well. Into the game comes 18-year-old Merit Adigwa at opposite. And into the game comes Nanami Seki at setter. Best setter in the Japanese league on 2 separate occasions. I look forward to seeing her play here. And again, the blocking, the blocking, the blocking. Zhu shutting down the offense of Dento Praia. Seki again. Where does she go? She makes it life difficult is what she does. And it's an ace as Priscilla couldn't get there. And it's another timeout call. Praia down by 8, in danger of a quick sweep at the hands of mighty Conegliano.
Sobre a primeira bola, tá certo? Importante isso, tá bom? Atenção que a bola tá indo ali no miolo, ali, sendo mais curta, tá? Vambora, moçada! Virada de bola, vambora!
Well, hope you're enjoying this match and this tournament as much as me. My name is Rob Snook. Glad to have this for you on VB TV. Wherever you're watching, whatever you're watching on, whenever you're watching, because that's the beauty of VB TV. You can watch us anytime. Might be the middle of night for you as we're saying these words. You'll wake up in a few hours, put on your VB TV, you won't know the result, and you can find out as you go. Or maybe you're at work. That's the beauty of it. Love to have you live if you're here. Love to have you along no matter what. Good serving again from Seki, by the way. She makes the set across for Zhu Ting. Covered, but blocked again. They do it again. It's Adigwe. Well, Merit Adigwe had the start in Conegliano's last regular season game. Oh, almost another ace. Seki back to Segway. Ball's kept alive. And on the backslide, they do it again. And Conegliano is eager to wrap this one up, it seems. Dento Praia challenged them well in that opening set. They really did. But they haven't been able to do so much since then. Try again to attack. Zhu, or at least the setter Seki jumps in to take that. Oh, great dig by Gabby. Adigwe, that's going to be out, and there's no touch on that one. But there is a horn sounding, so it's either a substitution or a challenge. I think it's just a substitution. Here is Priscilla. Good job by Zhu Ting. And then Merit Adigwe just hammers that one. Adigwe was the best spiker at the Under-20 European Championships earlier this year. Kalia Lanier comes into the game, the American out of Scottsdale, Arizona, the daughter of NBA Hall of Famer Bob Lanier. Different sport, of course. We're glad that, I'm glad that she chose volleyball, that's for sure. Dynamite player, Lanier. Oh, the one-arm stab by De Janeiro. They come again, Doug. Adegwe, play kept alive. They come again with Lanier. No, her first point eludes her. And the point finally won by Praia. What a rally. What a rally. It was Caffrey who got the winning point. And from one long, long point to one really short point. Just checking down the game sheet with that really quick point, but before that we had that long rally, 27 touches on the ball, according to the stats page. Pretty amazing. Cristina Cercella has had a really nice game for Conegliano. She is getting ready to serve. And looks like Gabby is getting some work done on her hand or finger. 10-point lead for Daniele Santarelli's team as they look to make it their 5th straight match where they've swept the opposition, and their 15th time in 21 games. That's just astonishing. Sarah Farr. Rocket launch from Caffrey. Here she is back to serve, the 26-year-old from Florida. Oh, Caffrey's got an ace. Handcuffs at 2 of the players on the Conegliano. Just over the net. Far bit, no, yeah, Lanier, no. And there it goes. Went off both players. And another ace. Caffrey's got it going. And Daniele Santarelli says, we need to talk. Team. 3 aces in the game for Caffrey. She leads all players in that category. Well, I'm not sure he had to say much in that timeout other than just, hey guys, stop, look, and listen, and think. They'll get it. Dental Praia, hoping they don't. Trying to keep this run by Peyton Caffrey going. Better pass from Lanier, middle attack from Farr, and that'll do it. And end that little mini run. It's actually a 1, 2, 3, 4-point run. And Farr climbs the ladder and stuffs it down. 12 points in the game now for Sarah Farr. That was an overpass. She got there before Juliana could react. Merit Adigwe. Good up from De Janeiro. And then hit and scored by Kalia Lanier. Lanier in her second season with Conegliano after 3 with Bergamo. And Gabby scores one. In fact, that last point was by Priscilla, by the way. But it is match point, and it is match over. Conegliano takes it. What an impressive victory. That final couple of points went so fast. And the team, after a hard-fought